Oh, you knew the guy?
Funny looking. Nah.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Do you think he's dead, or?
Oh, he's dead, yeah.
Yeah. So you have a partner work with you, huh?
Yeah.
So you put, Amanda, how you doing? Nice to meet you. So how long you been doing this?
10.5 years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. It's a lot of paper.
What do you do?
I film.
That night, when Shepard did meet Space Invader, he took him on a tour of the city.
Terry was there, filming everything that Space Invader was doing, and then, of course, once I was with Space Invader, everything I was doing.
You should probably put an invader up on Hollywood Boulevard. What do you think, Terry? Yeah.
And when Invader returned to France, Terry simply carried on, tagging along at Shepard's side whenever the artist went out in the streets.
2 o'clock, if he's going to be out past 2 o'clock, he needs to call at 2.
Okay, I make him.
Otherwise, he gets beat and he sleeps on the couch.
Amanda always thought that he was weird, but I said, it's great that we're getting a lot of this stuff on tape. And for me to have someone there as a lookout was always good.
Keep your eye out for the cops.
I finally did train him to not turn the light on while I was on a billboard or a rooftop, or he was going to blow my cover.
No, don't use that.
Yeah.
After 10 months of Terry's constant presence, the question inevitably arose, what exactly was Terry filming for?
It's cool though, right?
And that was the moment Terry came up with a big idea that would dictate the path of his life for the next 8 years.
In the beginning, you like thinking like the guy's gonna film me 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, 12 times. But after a while, he's like, what you gonna do? Because usually people film a day, 2 days, 3 days, and they make something out of it. But I kept filming, so he's like, what you gonna do? And I said, I'm gonna make a street art documentary, you know. Take 2.
In his new role as documentary filmmaker, Terry now started traveling the world with Shepard, recording every detail of the artist's life.
Knew that couldn't be far away. Even though the Andre the Giant sticker was just an inside joke and I was just having fun, I liked the idea of the more stickers that are out there, the more important it seems. The more important it seems, the more people want to know what it is, the more they ask each other, and it gains real power from perceived power.
Talking for a second? Police officer, I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not going to arrest you. I just want to talk to you, dude.
Don't film from that side. Film from this side over here. You understand why, right? Because you're going to attract attention.
It was like a big adventure every night. We were going on top of building and going on top of something that was not just illegal, was dangerous. But I would do it because I wanted to show that I could do it. You know, it was not like I'm downstairs and you upstairs doing your thing and I'm filming. No, I would go upstairs and I would go even up more to have the shot that is great.
He just wanted to go whenever I was going, and he was always very diligent about climbing, about helping move the buckets, the ladder. He was not only a filmer, but in ways he was an accomplice. And I don't know whether it's just that he's passionate or whether it's that he's passionate and he's kind of crazy, but I respect passion.
But it wasn't just Shepard who caught Terry's eye. As he ventured further afield, Terry was constantly meeting new street artists.
And in my head, I wanted to make a movie about street art. So I wanted to get as much people as possible. Even people who tell me, no, I don't want to be filmed. I find a way of making the no as a yes.
Oh, cool. I love the design of it. So you draw? You know how to draw?
It's a painting.
Yeah.
And I start to know one, and one make me meet another one.
It's very important when you put a poster to see where you're going to put it.
Usually I choose a wall because I like it. I like what it feels like, you know, the texture.
When I go with the artists, I'm just living them life. You know, I'm a ghost when I'm with them. I'm kind of a ghost.
Don't you wish to be taller someday?
Shut the fuck up.
So what name you were using?
Borf. It was the name of my best friend who killed himself when we were 16. And I just do it to, I don't know, commemorate his life.
You're gonna hit that side.
We're gonna do both.
Are you gonna do both?
Yeah. But like, I think it'd be cool if you came up with us.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a quick word with you, please? Excuse me? Can I just have a quick word with you, please?
Yeah.
If I can ask you to stop any recording that you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not
that's fine. Do you understand English?
Yes, I do.
That's fine, sir. Always, I'm sure you can appreciate graffiti is a criminal offence, right?
Terry's documentary was shaping up to be the authentic inside story of the birth of a movement, starring the biggest figures in the street art world. With one exception.
Now, Tate Britain in Pimlico refused to discuss security arrangements today after a graffiti artist known as Banksy was able to leave one of his own paintings in the gallery's landscape room.
I hear about this Banksy. Who's Banksy this. And I said, I really like that guy, you know? And it's like, I want to interview this guy.
Terry wasn't the only one intrigued. By now, word about this mystery provocateur and his increasingly ambitious adventures was radiating far beyond the world of street art. Banksy had started out as a provincial graffiti artist, but before long, his stencils were appearing all over Britain. Through a series of DIY art shows, Banksy was now taking vandalism in an entirely new direction.
I asked Space Invader, I asked everybody that I knew, how can I get this guy? He said, it's impossible. It's impossible. But my focus and my head, it was like, how I'm gonna make it. how I'm going to make it. It's impossible, but how I'm going to make it.
While Terry schemed to find a way to the one missing star of his film, his other subjects carried on, letting Terry capture every moment of their creative process. What none of them suspected was that Terry's street art documentary didn't actually exist.
All the tape that I filmed, even if it was good, it was going nowhere. It was going in a box somewhere. Sometimes I don't even write anything. Sometimes I write the year. Sometimes I write nothing. But I would never watch it. Never, never, never. When it was filmed, for me it was done. It wasn't important how it was made. It was important what it was. It was the capturation.
Terry's extraordinary habit of filming everything and locking the unwatched tapes away in boxes had its roots in his childhood in France.
I lost my mother when I was 11 years old. And the day that I find out about my mother, I was at school. I remember I was in the playground, and somebody come up and he says, "Oh, you laughing, huh? You laughing, huh? Are you laughing, huh?" Like behind the gate. "Your mother is dead," like this. And after I was like, I didn't know in reality, and after I went back to class and I was crying and I didn't know. And from that things, they took me away. I never went home again. I went to a cousin or something outside of what happened, not to see anything. You know, they just took me away from everything happened.
The youngest in a large family, his mother's illness had been kept from Terry, and after her death, the sense that he had missed such an important event stayed with him. Later, as an adult raising his own family, Terry became increasingly compelled by the need to record the people and events around him.
You know, I felt like I should capture everything and film, because I felt like everything that I would capture at this moment, any time in my life, would be the last time that I would see it the same way. It was like a need to be captured. I would make them live forever, those moments, you know, forever and ever. Making a documentary, it was like having the key of getting all these people. That's why I kept following them, following them, following them. And because I never made a movie before, and I don't know how to stop, I kept going.
As Terry persevered with his quest to capture the world of street art in its entirety, the profile of the one artist who eluded him was about to become bigger than ever.
He faced Israeli army fire to pull off his latest stunt. Subversive graffiti artist Banksy, whose work...
By targeting the world's most notorious wall, Banksy turned a spot of hit-and-run vandalism into an international news event. Now it seemed everyone wanted to know the answer to one question. Who was Banksy? His work seemed to be everywhere, but the artist himself remained as elusive as ever.
It was like the only one that I don't have. And people that used to be in street art, they all tell you, yeah, he doesn't have a phone, or they even if they do have it, they wouldn't give it to me. You know, I didn't know what way that I'm gonna get this person. You know, what angels were gonna bring me to that person.
With no leads to go on, Terry was forced to accept that he may never find a way to the mysterious Englishman. And then, miraculously.
So I went to Los Angeles in about spring 2006, and when I got there, the guy that was supposed to be helping me got turned back at immigration. So I rang the only person I knew in Los Angeles and asked them if they could help me.